You know, people over at Twitch have to be annoyed about what's going on with this new news that has dropped today, because it's just more bad news. It seems like for a while now, there's been just multiple stories involving Twitch and just terrible shit. So it's just kind of funny. But the reason they're even mentioning this is because, well, some of the top streamers on the site are now involved in a lawsuit, mostly because of Mizkif, who is suing Asmongold, Emiru, and 3 media companies. So this just dropped a few hours ago. At least that's when I saw it. Been looking at reactions for it. If you've been following a lot of this Twitch drama, Emiru and Mizkif had a falling out recently. They used to date. She is going public with a bunch of stuff, a lot of allegations. I would say all of them are allegations, except for the fact that Mizkif streamed, admitted to a whole bunch of the shit. So it involved some memes like him talking about how she would get violent because she threw clothes and plushies. That is kind of crazy.
But Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I punched holes in the walls or slammed doors in aggression.
I mean, how much did that Kirby doll weigh? What, did she put rocks in it? Because, I mean, for real, who's buying that shit? And he would say he'd bang holes in the wall. Like, so, I mean, this is a visualization of that. So some psychological abuse there. I mean, in my opinion, that qualifies. Because you think about it, this dude, she can't take him smashing holes in the wall and being overly aggressive. That's not good. And yeah, that's crazy shit too. That's not normal for someone to just go bust up their wall over some crazy shit. I don't want to say I know the whole story here, but his lawsuit is a joke. It's not going to go anywhere. It's going to get laughed at. Legal Mindset gave a quick opinion on it. Mizkif is going to lose this lawsuit so hilariously. I will need to supersize my popcorn for this one. He has opened himself up to complete reputational destruction while suffering the pain of discovery and legal fees. So, yeah, discovery is the thing there. I don't think that will go over very well for them. Honestly, it won't go very well for anybody because a lot of your shit gets put out there. It's embarrassing in a lot of the cases, I'm sure. But remember, like, look at Gina Carano and Disney. Disney settled with her because they would have had to have gone through discovery. They didn't want to go through that because likely a lot of nasty shit would have came out about what they were doing. I mean, I think back to like when who was it, Fox? Or whoever it was, Sony. It was Sony that got busted and hacked by North Korea, and a bunch of embarrassing shit came out. But that's a whole different thing. So that would be bad for him. And like I said, he came out and admitted to a bunch of this shit. That's what this clip is. He talks about punching holes in the wall. So where's the defamation? I mean, there was some psychological abuse there. So, it's not going to go over very well for him. It's kind of embarrassing. And maybe he thinks he can rally some troops up and get some clout off of it. Maybe he's going to go hang out with Andrew Tate. I don't know. This is really stupid, though, because I feel like in a year or so, most people probably would have just stopped caring and he could have went back to doing whatever he was doing. But now he's dragging this out. And if discovery comes, I don't think that looks good for him. I really don't. I don't think it'll look good for anybody, really. Discovery is crazy. Remember, Disney backed away from Gina Carano and settled because they didn't want to go through discovery. So it's a huge thing, which is what Legal Mindset was talking about. I don't think that'll go over very well for him. You will likely not win. I'll say this. I think it'll really paint him in a bad light. And public opinion is kind of the biggest reason to do a lot of this stuff, to try to, fix your name. Johnny Depp worked out very well for him. I don't think this is going to go very well for this guy. I don't even think you get money from this at all. There's no defamation. Definitely not with Asmongold. I mean, you're allowed to talk about public figures. You're a public figure. This guy, I'm pretty sure, has like 1 million subscribers. People know who this dude is. He's not a limited public figure either. You are for sure a public figure, which opens you up to discussion. It is what it is, man. It's part of the game, as they say. So I don't think you're going to win defamation. I don't think you're going to win any of this. But that's why he's going after Emiru. And then the allegation stuff for the companies. They're saying that his beef with media company One True King, which he helped co-found. He also is going after Mythic Talent Management and King Gaming Labs. The suit claims that OTK rescinded Mizkif's remaining shares following Emiru's allegations, essentially removing him from the company entirely, with Mythic Talent Management chasing him up for $600,000 in breached contract management fees, and King Gaming Labs seeking payment for violation of an article and further breaches. With Asmongold, he says, well, that's next up on the chopping block in the suit. The suit claims he has continuously defamed him on a nearly daily basis since the allegations dropped by Emiru, writing that Asmongold has, among other things, stated that Mizkif should be in jail, claimed he was abusing and manipulating others, hurting other people, and becoming an aggressor. So that's where we're at. He also bitches that Asmongold probably made money making fun of him. Hey, look, I don't know what to tell you. If you don't want to be talked about, don't be online. I don't think this is going to go anywhere. It's probably going to hurt him really, really badly. And it's just drawing this shit out. Eventually, like everything, and I know some people aren't going to like that, but it's the reality of everything, really. Like, things blow over. And he probably would have been a lot better off, but now he's going to lose money and look like an ass if this goes through discovery. So, have fun. Have fun. I know I will when all of those fucking texts come out. It's going to be funny to talk about for sure on live stream. So, we'll see how this goes. We'll see. Anyway, let me know your opinions and thoughts on all of this in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video, hit that notification bell. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.